Hey 101 students, welcome to Unit 4's grammar lessons. And in the grammar lessons in this unit, we're going to be talking about commonly misused words, and most of them are going to come as a surprise because you hear them done incorrectly all the time in oral language. Let's talk first about sit versus set. This is another example of intransitive versus transitive verbs that are being misused, similar to lie and lay, which you learned about in the first unit in this class. Sit follows the general rules. I sit, you sit, he, she sits. But when you go to the past tense, we switch to sat, and of course it means to rest upon your thighs, basically, or your bottom. And that's sit. You don't need a noun after it. I don't have to say, I sit the baby down. No, I sit, you sit, she, he, it sits. Sat is a transitive verb. It does need a noun after it because it means to place. So I can say, I set down the book, she set down the book, you set down the book. Notice it doesn't follow the pattern that we usually use with an S at the end for the third person, she, he, it. Ironically, it is also one of the irregular verb forms, which when you go to the past tense, it stays the same. I set down the book yesterday. She set down the book yesterday. Doesn't change. Something to think about. Farther and further. This one you hear done incorrectly all the time. Farther refers to space. Further refers to anything other than space. How much farther until we hit Tacoma? I would like to take your idea the next step further. Think about that when you're using those words. Effect versus affect is one that you also hear done incorrectly often. Effect is a noun, affect is a verb. So when you have a sentence, for example, the effects of the tsunami were devastating, the complete sentence is, effects were devastating. Look for the subject because, as you know, the subject has to be a noun. In this sentence, the tsunami affected many people. We have the subject is the tsunami and affected is the verb. There are some additional examples in the PowerPoint presentation, so I'd encourage you to take a look at that as well, and then try the exercises below.